Now, how do I get cluster-wide task information? The Docker API doesn't give us that yet. Like there is no like Docker node PS. I mean, eventually I think we will have Docker Swarm PS. And just for fun, I'm going to check. No, okay, it's not been added in RC3. But what if I want to have all the tasks on my whole cluster? Well, that's going to be a nice excuse to use the swarmctl API directly. And by directly, I don't mean that we are going to craft HTTP requests and stuff, because let's be serious, but we're going to get the swarmctl CLI, and we're going to use it to talk to the Swarm API. This is a good opportunity to show a nice Docker and Go party trick. So what does this command do? I'm going to break it down here. Basically, I want to install and compile, well, or rather, download the source, compile it, and install the binary of swarmctl. That's Go code, and in Go code you do go get github.com /docker/swarmkit/... And so there is a tiny little bit of magic in the Go toolchain, like when it sees something that starts with github.com, it will understand that it has to use the Git protocol. If it starts with Bitbucket, it will understand that it's Mercurial. I think otherwise there is a way to indicate which protocol you want to use. But basically it understands that as, yeah, you have to go to GitHub and get stuff from there. So we want to get docker/swarmkit, and the ... means we want to get all the programs in that GitHub repo and compile everything and install everything. If you have used something like pip in the Python world, there is something similar where you can do like pip install git plus git //github.com, etc., and that will essentially like git clone a repo and then execute the install scripts. So this is the same kind of thing. But normally, if I do that, it will get the code of swarmkit, compile it, and install the binaries. Except if I do that, it tells me that the program Go is currently not installed. So we should install Go. No, we're going to do everything in containers because reasons. So we're going to do, okay, Docker run. The basic image that has Go is Golang. So Docker run Golang, go get github.com /docker/swarmkit/... If I do that, this will download the Golang image. I'm going to do it. So that's get the Golang image, and then in the Golang image is going to get the swarmkit source code and is going to compile it, and then it will install the binary in this container. So I will still be kind of, okay, what should I do now? Now it's going to take maybe 1 minute to compile everything, and I'm going to interrupt it because, yeah. So I want to get the binary outside of that container. Well, the Go universe has something called the Go path, which is a little bit like the -- prefix option with autoconf and automake and all that stuff. So it's the Go path is where Go will put all its stuff, like the source you download, the libraries you compile, the binaries, everything. And in the Golang container, that Go path is /go, which means that the binaries will be in /go/bin. Why does this matters? Because I'm going to add an option here to my Docker run. I'm going to do Docker run -v. So I'm going to map a directory. I want to map /usr/local/bin. So that's a directory on the host. So my local user local bin directory. I want to map that to /go/bin in my container. This means that when my container will compile swarmkit, at the end it will put the binaries in /go/bin, and haha, /go/bin is in fact /usr/local/bin on my machine. Before running that, I'm going to you do like illusionism tricks. I'm going to show like nothing up my sleeve, nothing under my hat. If I look at my usr local bin directory, I just have Docker Compose, Docker Machine, and Docker Prompt. All right. Now I'm going to execute that command. And since I want to see what's going on, I'm going to do go get -v, verbose, go. So we will see that it's going to download some code, and then it's going to download and compile approximately 1 million dependencies. And compile them at the same time. Yeah, that's a lot of code. Okay, that's it. Now I'm going to look again at my USR local directory. I now have a bunch of extra stuff, including the swarmctl binary that I wanted to get in the first place. Right. Perfect. So what do we want to do with swarmctl? Well, first of all, we are going to set up an alias, because otherwise, basically, we need to pass the path to the socket. So we need to do swarmctl --socket var run docker swarm control.sock. And we need to use sudo, because that socket is not publicly available by default. So alias swarmctl equals sudo swarmctl --socket /var /run /docker /swarm /control.sock. Okay, and now if I do swarmctl, it will in fact expand to sudo swarmctl --socket yada yada, and I can do like swarmctl node ls, just for to show you what happens if I just try like swarmctl without the alias. It's going to tell me no, could not connect to blah 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 socket. So, but once I have the right path and the right permissions, I can control to that socket, and this gives me something that looks a lot like Docker node ls. The format is slightly different, but it's purely like aesthetics, because it's the same information, it's the same data, except in one case it's carried across the Swarm API and then across the Docker API, and then it's formatted and displayed by the Docker CLI. In the other case, it's carried directly across the Swarm API and displayed by the Swarm CLI. And we have some interesting commands like swarmctl task. I can do swarmctl task ls, and that will show me like all the tasks running on my cluster, on all nodes. And if I add -a, it will include the stopped tasks, so that's even more verbose. So a little warning, I mentioned that briefly in the beginning, but swarmctl, don't think that this is like the official SwarmKit API, CLI, or whatever. It's more like a little demo tool that you can use to talk to the SwarmKit API directly. But think of it more as an example program rather than an actual tool. It can be useful like to debug a cluster sometimes, but honestly, our intention is to make sure that all the commands that are needed are directly in the Docker API. And the SwarmKit API is here only like for low level debugging, like